Good afternoon and welcome to a digital business syndicate assignment presented by Syndicate 14. Before we can get the show started, I think it would be worthwhile for me to introduce you to the team. On the right-hand side, we have Makgotso Mogwane, who is followed by Nenesi Kgabi. We also have Franz Segwale, as well as myself, Kumo Mogotsi. On France's right, meet Ntsako Mdaka, followed by Uratile Modise. Sydney Chiloni marks the 7th member of our Syndicate, followed by Muhammad Jr. and Niraj Verma. Finally, meet Gugu Madela. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the dream team that introduces you to the Solace platform. Here's our table of contents that will give you direction on the order of this presentation. So losing a loved one can be a very traumatic experience that can affect anyone emotionally, mentally, and most importantly, financially. No matter how many times death is experienced, it remains unfamiliar. Funeral services and the administration thereof are without a doubt an indispensable service. Death is an unavoidable end of life for all living beings, and for us humans, we are far more emotionally developed than the other animals that we share this planet with. We create lifelong bonds with parents, siblings, children, and even friends and relatives, bonds that physically come apart in the event of death. So what does Solace Platform do? We facilitate a seamless connection between the bereaved and funeral care service providers through an online platform that is a one-stop shop for funeral service funeral service platform. And who are we? The Solace platform is a multi-sided market platform that seeks not only to provide the convenience of planning and executing a funeral for your loved one from the comfort of your home, but also educating loved ones on which products to select in line with budget restraints. Our values are reliability and quality assurance. What is our organizational architecture? So our business strategy relies on the platform being used for bereaved families to conduct transactions as shown below. And this is what we do. Our strategy is the digitalization of a traditional process of funerals. So what has happened in the past is that traditional way of doing funerals is that our families and our friends need to actually go to the physical place of where the funeral is taking place in order to facilitate the planning in and around the funeral. This sometimes is to show respect, but sometimes it's just easier to be in close proximity with where this is happening. We're offering a strategy and a platform where you can do this from wherever you are. For example, if you are overseas and you need to facilitate a funeral in the local vicinity of South Africa, then you can do this through our online platform. Our business is a multi-sided market platform making use of centralized call center and various other lines of business. We use systems that are purely online services, and this relies on technological vendors of software as a service and platform as a service. Our capabilities and skills include customer-centric centricity and a digital-first approach. Our culture is a high-performance, visible leadership, ethical practices, and flat structure. Now here I'm going to speak to you about our business model canvas. Remember, planning and executing a funeral can be a daunting task, especially when one is unsure of the processes and procedures in and around a farewell. When families understand the value of a funeral service, they choose basic products and services beyond the basic package. The key is to bridge and gap between what you know and what they know. 71% of today's families don't want a traditional funeral, and with the baby boomers, Gen Xers, and millennials entering the market, the craving of a funeral personalization will only continue to grow. And in this presentation, we'll take you through the entire business model canvas as we've done with our architecture, from the key partners, resources, and activities, customer relationships, segments, and channels, as well as how we derive our cost and revenue structures. Our value proposition, we have identified a gap in the market as a one-stop shop for the funerals with remote convenience to facilitate the planning and organizing of a funeral from the comfort of your own space, wherever that may be. So, what does our value proposition entail? We provide one platform to connect suppliers and customers to funeral related products and services. We provide convenience to the end users, enabling full control of the administration of a funeral from the comfort of their home, as well as negotiating preferential pricing and discounts on behalf of our customer. We take care of the total administration of deceased from start to finish. That's how Solace values their proposition. And now I hand over to my colleague Nzako to take us through the key suppliers and partners.
Thank you, Kuma. I will discuss on who our key partners and key suppliers are and which key resources and activities do each perform. Looking at our key partners on the left side, we have the funeral parlors. These are the registered parlors to Solace platform that the clients can choose from based on their preferred services and areas. We also have the Department of Home Affairs, which will assist us with issuing the death certificates for our clients. We also have government and public hospitals, which will be used as our ITO for marketing clients. We also have counselors, which will help us in performing counseling to our clients to assist them on how to navigate their life after losing their loved ones and how to deal with the pain. We also have cemetery office, which will ensure the correct grave is assigned to the clients on where to bury the deceased and provide access to the cemetery. We also have the traffic department, which will assist in controlling the traffic on the day of the funeral. And lastly, we have local municipalities, which will assist for burial registration. Our key suppliers on the right side are the catering companies, which will supply food and drinks on the day for the funeral. We also have event organizers, which will assist in decorating the place where the funeral service will take place. We also have florists, which will supply flowers to be placed on top of the coffin and on the grave. We also have coffin makers, which will supply coffin for the deceased preferred by the clients. We also have the fleet companies, which will provide special transport on the day of the funeral for the deceased and for the family. And lastly, the PA system suppliers, which is a platform where clients can query or register for the service required. Thank you. Now I'll hand over to my colleague Oratile to take you through the key resources.
Thank you. The key resources that have been identified for the Solace platform are human resources, the Solace app, and the Solace website. Human resources will be made up of call center operators and supplier coordinators. Call center operators will be responsible for answering the phones, assisting clients with their queries, and noting anything that requires follow-up or escalation from management. They will service the customers who are not digitally savvy or have challenges on the app or website. The supplier coordinator will be responsible for maintaining the relationship between the various service providers and ensuring that they are loaded on the system correctly. The Solace platform, website, and mobile application will be used for all bookings. Clients will simply log onto the platform and select the different services that they need for their bereavement. They'll make selections on the site as well as make any necessary payments once their selections are completed. Now, I will hand over to my colleague, Sydney Chilwane.
Thank you, Oratile. I will now present to you the Solid Platform key activities. These are the activities that our platform focuses on to achieve the following: to fulfill the value proposition of the business, reach our customer segments, maintain our customer relationships, and finally generate revenue for the business. The Solace platform is basically centered around customer satisfaction. Having said that, the key activities of our platform are categorized into two groups, namely core activities and supporting activities. Our core activities are as follows: is the running and maintenance of the Solace app and website. Through the app and website, we will be able to assist, save our customers, plan and arrange the funerals of their loved ones from their fingertips at the convenience of their own home. The customer will be able to find all funeral services from funeral planning, the funeral itself, post-funeral services like your after tears, etc. Our business supporting services are as follows. We have a 24/7 call center service to assist and attend to all our customer needs, an administration department responsible for customer registration and payments, supplier coordination division that ensures our service providers have capacity and available. Customer relations and interactions will be dealt with by Mahotso in the next session. Other supporting services include counseling, death certificate registration, insurance claims, etc. Mahotso, please take us through customer relationships.
Thank you, Sydney. To reach out to new users to the Solus platform, the use of social media will be utilized for promotional purposes, and a user help desk is available to assist clients to navigate the platform. It's always a sensitive time when someone passes, and our help desk is able to assist with sympathy and compassion. From extended self-services to personal assistance, customers are able to use the platform, chatbots, and access to personal assistance, whether at the customer care center or online. Our website will be an effective marketing tool by also serving as an intrinsic part of the platform services. The website will show illustrations of our platform and will motivate people who come across our website to download the Solus app in time of need. Further to that, the platform will implement a search optimization strategy, and as the client base grows, we look to bring service updates as well as include complimentary counseling for all customers. Now I will hand over to my colleague Gugu to take us through the customer segment.
Thank you. I'll be taking you through our customer segment. In order for us to understand who our customers are, we need to be able to answer the question, for who are we creating value? Just like Uber, Airbnb, and other digital platform-based businesses, our customer segment is a multi-customer segment platform. We will be servicing three main segments: the working class, middle class, and the upper middle class customers. Statistics show that South Africa has a large youth population that is digitally savvy and enjoys convenience over the traditional approaches. Our customers are urban and rural individuals between the ages of 18 and 49. These are users who are seeking convenience, cost efficiency, variety, uniqueness, and a sense of achievement. For our working class customers, these are customers who are on a budget but still seek the lowest and best price. Our middle class customers are cost-conscious customers looking for convenience and variety. And finally, our upper middle class customers are premium customers who value quality and are willing to pay more for uniqueness and a sense of achievement. I will hand over to Mohammed.
Thank you, Gugu. When we refer to channels, we refer to touch points that play an important role in the customer experience. Now, this raises the question of how does Solus reach the target customers and how do we raise awareness of the Solus platform? Well, marketing campaigns will be held through social media, being your Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as the likes of your television, radio, and word of mouth. Being able to find the right mix of channels to satisfy how customers want to be reached by Solus is crucial in bringing a value proposition to the market. Next, Nanesi will dive deeper into the cost structure of Solus.
Thank you so much, Mohammed. Yeah, so the cost structure for Solus is put together to communicate ways in which Solus will pay its bills and how it will generate profit. So our key activities are running and maintaining the app and website and funeral arrangements and activities. So our resources then used for attainment of those will be the human resources, the app itself, the website, and service provider coordination. And how are we going to take care of the costs. We have divided our costs into variable costs, fixed costs, and ad hoc costs. So under variable costs, we plan for emergencies, for rates and taxes, overtime work, and market campaigns. Whilst under fixed costs, we consider the expenses for office rentals, staff wages, and salaries. We also have plans for ad hoc payments for services that will be rendered by psychologists or counselors and related suppliers. So in a nutshell, we're saying we need to have revenue now to be able to address these costs for the sustainability of the Solus platform. So I will then hand over to Francis Hwale to take us through the revenue streams. Thank you.
Thank you. I'll go through the revenue streams. Our business relies on the platform being used by the bereaved families to conduct transactions. Our business will derive its income from the 4 main sources of income, which are transaction fee, commission fee, admin fee, and curation fee. For the transaction fee, we'll charge the customer a standard rate of 4% per purchase. For commissions, we'll charge our service providers a standard fee of 7% since our listing is going to be free to allow as many service providers to list on our system as possible. In terms of the curation fee or the advertising fee, we'll charge 3,000 on the website and 4,500 on the app. For the admin fee, service will charge services that are done in-house and an admin fee depending on the complexity of the transaction. I'll now hand over to my colleague, Naraj.
Thank you, Franz. Thank you, team, for taking us through the various components of the business model canvas. I'll be taking you through the last component of this presentation, that is the conclusion. Looking into how technologies are becoming part of our day-to-day life, consumers are becoming more accustomed to online transactions. Consumer preferences and behaviors are driving the need for a change in the funeral industry. If 92% of the baby boomers shop online, handful portion of them can be visualized as our potential customer. Solis platform is designed to digitalize the same arrangement process they would experience sitting in the funeral home. This platform will bring funeral professionals and customers on the same platform to enhance engagement and to provide varieties of services under one umbrella. It's going to be beneficial for everyone involved to implement a system that facilitates the process end to end through various partnerships and collaboration. This will empower families to comfortably plan and facilitate their planning from start to finish. That will also include facilitation of individual personalized plans as well. Last but not the least, our hope is that thoughtful digital funeral services solution will be the new norm moving forward rather than exception. More and more people are getting comfortable with new emerging technologies. Solis Platform's business plan is to provide digitalized experience to embrace technology and new services in the form of current and the future economic realities. Thank you so much.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, concludes our presentation. Thank you for taking the time listening to Syndicate 14, and we hope that we'll see you in the Solus platform doors soon.